Good day. This afternoon, I will be presenting my writing to learn strategy. This will be in a mathematical setting, and this is submitted for my subject Principles and Strategies in Teaching Mathematics with Professor Joanna Lingcoran. So, my topic for this writing to learn strategy will be focused on algebra, introduction of terminologies. If I'm not mistaken po, this is taught in grade 8 or grade 9 or in the latter part of grade 7. So, this is fundamental and students must be able to understand from the beginning the terms or the words that will be used all throughout their learning in algebra. So, I believe na this part, learning the terminologies, is crucial for the students to fully understand the concepts and their definitions. So with this, I will be using a writing to learn strategy, which is symbols, meaning, and writing. So this is integrated into one, and this is a strategy that I will be using since it is an introduction of concepts in algebra, and since algebra has many symbols, it is heavily using symbols. Students must be able to understand what those symbols mean. So this will be the one that I will be using. The problem, or rather the procedure that I will be using, will be explained in this slide. In the first meeting of my class with the topic algebra, introduction of terminologies, students will be given a paper with a graph or a table with two columns. So the first column, it will be containing the symbols and the terminologies that will be introduced by the teacher, while the second column is blank. It will be a place where the students will write the definitions and or examples of the said words. So in this table, the terms will be already given, however the definitions and the examples will be left for the students to fill during the class. And by the end of the lesson, the teacher will gather sorry the teacher will gather those papers where the graph of each student is placed and where the definitions and examples of the students are already written, and the teacher will check it if the students have fully understood the words and if they are able to put the appropriate examples for each of them. So I have provided an example of this. It is here. So here are the terms that will be given in the first graph that the students will be receiving when it comes to this topic. So in the left column, we can observe that the words are given there, and in the second column, which is on the right side of the graph, this left blank, definitions and examples. So this is the place where the students will write down their the definitions that will be given by the students. So it is also in the form of constructivist manner, so they can put the definitions not word by word, so it's not verbatim. So as long as the students can express themselves in writing, that they understand the concepts, and they will be also putting their examples for it. So the first term, if we go back to the left column, the first word that is given is the algebraic expression. What will it mean? It should not be mixed up with an algebraic equation. They are different. So the teacher must be able to explain this clearly. And then this is the algebraic expression is the form of the general overview of it all. And under it, yung terms, yan, we all know what this means. Terms, constants, variables, coefficients, and then like terms, unlike terms. So in these two words, phrases rather, like terms and unlike terms, the students should be able to give examples of it. It should not only be one term only, because how can they show the comparison between the terms that makes them like terms and unlike terms if there's only one term in it? So, yun. And the latter part of the graph is the monomial, the words monomial, binomial, trinomial, and polynomial. So these are the fundamental terminologies that the students must be able to understand fully and to be able to give their own examples. Random, so it should not be confined to a specific number or a specific variable, so it can be any. So the students must be able to understand that as well, that in algebra it is not just xyz, but having the variables, it must be explained that it is any letter and it can be any number as well. So the teacher, when she or he would check this graph, he must not be too strict on using the xyz alone, or the what specific number should only be used, since algebra uses a lot of letters and numbers as well. So using this strategy, it will be beneficial for both the students and teachers. For the teacher, he or she has the freedom to teach, and it is also taught in a constructivist manner, since using this activity would enhance the students' own redefinition. So since it is not verbatim, the definitions and the examples, the students have the freedom to write or to rephrase the definitions that will be given by the teacher. And on this, as I have explained, that is the advantage of using this strategy on the student side, as they have the freedom to express what they have learned, and how they have understood the words or the terminologies that have been introduced in this topic, the introduction of terminologies in algebra. So this ends my short explanation on the writing to learn strategy for this activity, writing to learn strategy, and constructing an activity, so that I will be able to use it in the future as I will be teaching math in high school. So thank you very much, and God bless po.